Yo, 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 what's up, brothers? How's everybody doing? What is a happening? Happy Saturday, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Crazy Roach, what's up, brother? Member of the G Ballers. What's up, D? Marco, Flyby. Member of the G Ballers. Mimo, what up, buddy? Yeah, Loot will be coming on soon. Real 210, what's up? What up? Colby Venable, what up, man? Robert Douglas, member of the G Ballers. What's up, brother? What is a happening? One Moon, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Everybody can thank One Moon for some new emojis and helping with some new member emblems. Hey man, what's up, buddy? Member of the Visionaires, what's up, brother? Todd Carr, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers, B Shady, what up, bud? Jay, what up, man? Pretty Fly, what's up, brother? Member of the G Ballers. Neil McKenzie, member of the G Ballers, what up, bud? Yeah, I know, man. Always going freaking live at the same time. What a dumbass. Yeah, I agree. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it up. Yeah, impostering a doctor, going live at the same time. Adventure Man, what up? Hey, let me know. Hold on a second. Bluetooth Blades, member of the G Ballers. Marco, member of the G Ballers. Jimmy Ross, member of the G Ballers. What up? Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear that? You can. Can everybody hear that though? And does my audio sound any different than previous live streams? Is it still just as good? No kidding. Hell yes, dude. Marco, I'm gonna find you, dog. So that's awesome. So it was a setting within the actual microphone here. It wasn't anything I could do on the computer. So that's awesome. I think the setting I had it on is good for if I'm just talking and I'm the only one talking and I don't want any other sounds to come through. But if I'm doing live streams, I'm going to have to switch the setting on the microphone basically. So that should do it. That's awesome. Oh, sweet. Good. Good, good, good. Why do I get notified for this channel going live but not GBall? Huh. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Good, good. I did some looking on the microphone. I watched some videos and the settings within the microphone, there's like 4 different settings and you can adjust, if you want the sound to come out of the whole microphone or the sides or the back and front or just the front. I'm going to need them headphones. Yeah, I finished it. I refinished it yesterday, actually. It's completely, I cut it down. I cut it down, sanded it all down, sanded the edges down, kind of made like a little handle thing, sanded and buffed the other side down, so it kind of really looks like a actual paddle. I thought about making some finger grooves in here, but I don't need to get too carried away. But she definitely looks a lot better. Most of the damage was sanded off though, but we'll put more on it for sure. But yeah, it looks good. Came out good. For a quick I probably did this in like 10 minutes or so. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Came out pretty good though. Spine whack gate. Spine whack gate. Yeah, we could try to make it into a penis though. Brian Kerr, what's up, brother? Member of the GBallers. Yeah, that shit's way over my head, Bluetooth. Way over my head, buddy. WTP, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Needs a set of balls at the end. I reached out to a couple people and said, if you want to make one, go ahead. And it don't seem like anybody wants to really make one. So I was like, I'll just kind of put my own twist on it. Dude, that would be sweet. Do it up, man. We actually have a full emoji list, as many as they're allowing me to have right now. I don't know what the max is or whatever, but I can always delete one and add a new one. Mikey Reese, member of the G-Ballers. What up, buddy? Let me get... I can't remember what time Loot said he'd be ready. I think he said he'd be pretty much ready whenever. So I'm going to get him a link here. I should have done that earlier, but I was up till 3:30 last night doing stuff. Okay, so I got him the link. The height button's working. I wonder if my little bell would work now too. Wonder if it would. I bet it would. Driving to the Padres. I was gonna say Padres. Going to hang out with the Rents. I've got G-Ball's ugly mug up on a new 27-inch HD monitor. Ooh. I bet that's crisp. Like a computer monitor. Dude, I have an old one that I use as a secondary screen for live streams. And it's not new by any means. And it's not an expensive one either. And it's nice as hell. Like, my laptop's brand new. And this screen that I use is ridiculously crisp. I mean, everything looks awesome on this screen. So I bet if it's a new one, I bet it looks nice. Yeah, I'm still working on the whole background. I wanted to hang this, which you guys can't really see, but one of my AKs is sitting there, and I was gonna hang that here, but it just won't work. So maybe I'll try a different rifle and see if I can get it to work. Basically right above my head. So we'll see. But I think that'd look cool with like a rifle hanging up there instead of a backpack. So I sent Loot the link. He'll be on at some point. We're gonna run. I kind of spurred that idea on him in the last minutes about doing like a live going off the deep end episode, but he's game for it. We're not gonna take it too seriously. Kind of just get to know Loot and how he, you know, the whole deal. If you've watched a episode, not that there's many episodes, but it's something I'd like to start doing once a month. Get new people on. Whoever wants to. The hard part is finding like an hour and a half or so, because the setup, like the pregame to doing it, setting up, and both of us being on the same page, that sort of thing, then doing it. And sometimes I think we had one that was like 45 minutes or so, but then we've had ones that were like an hour. So it just kind of, it takes some time, and it's hard to link up with someone else, but if there's people in here, like, what's the point? If you want to come on for an episode, we can try to set one up. I've been trying to have Jason on from Puerto Rican with a Knife for like 2 months, but he's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. And like when I can do it, he's 3 hours behind me. So it's tough to link up with him. I wanted to have him on for a while, but it's very busy behind you. Really? I got 2 plants here, or 2 thingies, the tree, and then just the toolbox. It's not too busy, is it? I could take, and then I got the box for the K-bar up on the toolbox there. I could get rid of the thing where you see the FedEx sticker. I could put that somewhere else. But that's all screws and shit, nails and screws that I use quite a bit. Anyone have the new MagnaCut Manix 2 lightweight? I do not. I know a lot of people got one. Yeah, dude, it's a pre-recorded thing that, or maybe he is in Georgia. No, I think he's in Georgia, D-Metal. Why do I think he's on the West Coast? He's not on the West Coast. Yeah, you're right, dude. He's not on the West Coast. What am I thinking about? I don't know I did one with Duty. I don't know who I'm thinking of. But anyway, I've been trying to link up with him for a while, but he has his schedule, and he's tough to, it's been tough to link up with him. And then it's just been tough to link up with people. But it's a pre-recorded deal. Typically, I don't do them live. It was just an idea for today. They are all over inside of my house, Brian. My woman loves plants and that sort of thing. They're all over the place. Nothing would. The only plant that's ever survived is that one right there. Everything else dies because it's too cold or too hot. But that little plant you see there on top of the toolbox, that's a real plant, and it actually survives out here somehow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's in Georgia. I don't know why I thought he was in Cali. Ginger Fisher, what up, buddy? Member of the GBallers, what up, man? Yeah, Neil. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. WTP. Just so I have you guys. I have like a projected list that I wrote out quite a while back, but eventually I'd like to get, you know, everybody to come on at some point in time. Yeah, I think I was thinking of Duty because it took us a little bit to link up, but eventually we did. And for some reason, I think that's who I was thinking of. But nonetheless, me and Jason have had trouble linking up just because times, schedules are pain in the ass. Jason's channel is now Knife Dope. Yeah, he's a dumbass. The Rainforest Cafe, baby. A snake plant would be a good one for you to get, Gweg. All you do is neglect it and water it a handful of times per year. Yeah, dude, I think I saw those at Lowe's, dude. Like they're like skinny and they come up out of the pot and there's like different ones that come up out of the pot. I think I know what you're talking about. And it says they can survive in like real hot environments and any like semi-extreme environments that normal plants wouldn't survive in. I think I've seen them at Lowe's, and I almost got one, dude, to put here, but I didn't get it. Maybe I will this year, though. Well, it makes things look a little nicer with the. I've tried it without the plants, and then tried it with them, and it just looks so much better with the stuff. I could definitely clean up like this area to make it look a little cleaner. Uh I'm always messing with it though. I'm always toying with it to kind of get it to where I want. It kind of never ends. If you go back and watch some of the original streams, oh man, that was painful. I came across one. It had to have been like number 5 or 6. I was on the other side of the table of this table, and I would have been facing the window of my house. It would have been like Christmas time last year or right before Christmas. And just horrible. Problems out the ass. It was before I think I had just got the new laptop, because before that I was just using 2 phones. I was using a phone for the video and the audio, and then I was using another phone for the chat. And that was horrible. Then I got the laptop, and that helped, but the signal out here sucked. So it would freeze and lag, and fun times. Real fun times. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a good call, dude. I forgot about those. Hard to kill. Get some bamboo plants. Yeah, that might work too. It's stuff that has to survive very cold, like 30s and 40s, and then it needs to survive like 100 degrees or so, because it can get pretty warm out here too. Now, since I put the air conditioner in here, that has really helped in the summertime. I need to get something better though, but it's gotta be small enough to fit in a little ass window. I kind of inherited that one, and it just fits. But it's old, and it does something, but not very much. I left my snake plant on my patio all summer and watered it once all summer. Didn't really grow any, but it didn't die either. That's impressive. That's kind of like an aloe plant almost. We have a couple of those, and they just keep going. Yeah, we have plants all over the kitchen, dining room, living room, bathroom. Soon there'll be one in the bed. No, actually, Mimo, I don't know. You might not have. I think you was on vacation at this time, but my I have one. I got one for that exact reason. But it doesn't it doesn't work out here. So what I did was I bought like 100-foot Ethernet cord, Cat 4 or whatever the hell. I forget what number it is. But I ran it all the way from the other side of the house to out here. And that literally cured all the issues it cured. So we haven't had really any issues since then. I mean, and this laptop is not built to do really what I do to it. So Lone Wolf helped me change the card inside the laptop as well as adding in a hard line. And it changed the laptop completely. So now I literally run the webcam, the monitor, the secondary monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, a microphone, and then I have the splitter for the Cat 5 cord or Cat 6 cord hooked up to a device that runs into my laptop. I think, yeah, it's 5 or 6. It's one of them two. I can't remember which one I got. I better move this lantern. Maybe Loot said 1:30. I don't know what time he said, actually. Okay, well, I'll probably be good like 12:30. So I'm assuming that's his time. So what time would that be here? I have no idea. He'll be on when he comes on. Oh, Mimo, you're funny, buddy. What are you guys flicking, baby? Annis, what up, bud? Yeah, I have a couple buddies who do that as well. A to B, what up, man? It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I need to get back in the garden. I used to have perpetual harvest running, pulling like half-pound every 2 weeks. Woo! Yeah, that'd keep you busy. The SOG Pro Hen XR, designed by Mikhail Williamson. I got a knife, an actual Williamson from Heyman, the Chibs, and it's pretty damn good. It definitely has potential. Splitting Slices, what up, buddy? Good to see you, man. There's a couple Gwags. Well, there's only one Gwag, but there's a couple Gregs. He's like 2 to 3 hours behind us. See, I don't know what time he was planning on coming on, because at 12:30 my stream would be ending and he would be coming on then, because that would be like 2:30 his time. Or my time, I mean. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it figured. Kathleen, what's happening? Did you get your flashlight figured out, Kathleen? Who's leaving? Oh, Bluetooth. Later, buddy. Good to see you, man. Ooh, pretty fly. Got a Spider Coast Shaman in his pocket. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, bud. Hey, hey, I like that name change. Okay. What's up, Trevor? Member of the G Ballers? TZEDC. I like it. Hey, Bluetooth, go get some rest, buddy. We'll be back. We'll be back on Monday, brother. The good Lord himself. That's right, need him. What's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers, of course. What do we got? Yeah, Kathleen, did you get your flashlight ordeal figured out? Why is the banner not going across? And I got a code for EDC Roundtable. I got a code for Daily Carry Co. Woobin, and I'll also have a code for Sofern when their new light comes out, which should be anything in the next couple of days. Fred Gutt, member of the G Ballers. What up, buddy? We Nefarious and the Kaiser Dogfish. Nice. Leafy Wiggy, what up? What up? The Nefarious. That's one I haven't messed around with yet. Pajama day, but got the Giant Mouse Ace Jag in the waistband. Todd, dude, I do that all the time, man. If I'm wearing sweatpants or Under Armour athletic pants or whatever, I usually have 2 or 3 clipped on the waistband, and then I might have something else in my pocket. I'm the same exact way. That's how I fall asleep, is I'll have 1 or 2 on my waistband because I'm a psycho. I have the Woobin ordered, but not received it yet. Okay. So you got the X3, or did you get the X1? Ooh. You could just wait, A to B, let the wait and see if the sun will come out and just melt it. Just take a nap. Yeah, we're rolling. Loot's supposed to be coming in at some point here. I don't know what time, but Loot will be coming in at some point. But yeah, any day I'm not at work is a good day. So got the Beglater 2 and Elementum 2 button lock and my broken Anvil Knifeworks hunting scalpel. Nice. Yeah, thanks, Mimo. Yeah, you can get one of them aluminum gravity knives in 14C for like $90. That's a freaking killer deal. Killer deal. I don't know why they didn't let me. They designated their own code. I don't know why they didn't let me pick my own, but yeah, we haven't gotten nothing. We've been just getting rain, and that's it. I mean, we did get snow a week ago or so, but the rain melted it all. Yeah, you're welcome. You'll like that. I keep mine right here on my microphone stand, but you'll like it. It works good. It's got a bunch of cool features. I like the screen, let you know what lumens you're running, how much battery you got left. It's got a cool set of features to it. What is the GBall 10, dude? GBall 10. I'm still a couple of them codes I just got within the last day or two. So they're not going to be in some of the video descriptions yet. I'm trying to get them worked into any video that gets uploaded, you know, from here on out. It should have those codes in it. We also have One Moon's Etsy store linked in the descriptions as well, where he puts t-shirts and all that kind of stuff, you know, design stuff. That'll also be linked in the descriptions as well. Leafy Wiggy vaping some super lemon haze. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. One Moon's got the accelerator, the Clydesdale with no clip in my back pocket, 2 Saints tack lighter, harp leather pocket lock, hank keeper, mini Dorista pick, and a bunch of stickers to stick on shit when I go skating. That's a good idea, man. When I get my next bundle of stickers, I'm going to go around and put them all over the place. And my Clydesdale was supposed to be here yesterday. I was hoping to have it for the live stream today with Loot. And between where he lives, they held on to it for like 2 days. And then instead of flying it into Pennsylvania like normal, they flew it into New Jersey. And then it sat there for like a day. Then they brought it into Harrisburg, which is where all our mail comes in and then gets sent out from. When it gets to Harrisburg, I get it the next day. So if it would have flown into Harrisburg, I would have had it I would have it already. But by the time the mail actually gets here, the stream will probably be over and I won't have it. So dumbass USPS, man, I'm telling you. I had packages go that were literally up the street at my post office and then go to the bottom of the state, which is like a 3-hour drive, then come back up here. Took like 3 extra days. I'm like, what the hell is going on with USPS? Going, no clip is sweet. Been loving it. I don't know if I'd like that. You guys are tripping me out. B&A, remember the G-Ballers. Driving back. Just met with Dang Ross. Hey, cool, dude. Did you did you go meet up at the store? All right, Matt. We'll catch you on the next one, brother. Thanks for swinging through, man. Thank you for swinging through. Got to get started with my stuff. I'll probably carry the ZT0470 and the TRM Neutron 2. Nice. Oh, okay. A to B, I see. Hero Sticks, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir, B Shady. Yep. Yes, sir. The accelerator's a cool knife. Especially if you get the S90V one. Oh, Loot's ready. Here we go. Hang on 1 second. Oh, let me get yeah. Hang on, brother. Let me get my headphones set up.
Okay, go for it. I'll be waiting. Sorry, man. Oh, I don't have the comments. I can't see anybody.
I should have done that before.
Hold on, y'all. Who we have? Who's in here? I was lurking. Michael Morgan, what's up, man? How you doing? Crazy Roach, what's up? Marco, Neil McKenzie, what's up? B Shady, yo. One Moon, did I miss you? One Moon, what's up, dog? Rio, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hey, I got your Yorkie right here, Rio. Where's it at? Give it to me. I dig it, dude. We got the titanium one coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, my boy Real 210, my boy Aaron, he came through, helped me set up some shelves, and he had just gotten this, and he let me borrow it. And I was like, dude, you just got it.
That is
I would
that
have told him. No.
is that 20 CV?
No, this one is M390.
Or yeah, that's right. M390. Yep.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I
That's
don't know
a
how good.
nice little flipper.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a nice little fifth pocket or something. Can't there's needs more in the back here, but you can get up there if you want. Still needs a little bit more, but it's pretty good. I like it. Um, I don't know how good their M390 is though.
I would bet that it's probably the same as everyone else's, you know what I mean? But they're not charging you crazy ass prices either, so it kind of,
That's true.
not that it's acceptable, to be real low, but like We Knives, they run it the industry standard too, but they charge you 250 to 350 for it, where Kaiser sells it under 150 all day long. With, like, I know the Deviant has it. They have a bunch of knives in it now, but they're all fairly reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard who was it? I was in Manufactions Live last night in the chat. Kyle, I think he's the one. That's the reason why I was like, I'm not sure how good it is because he said that their S35, that was good. That's what the titanium one's in, S35VN. So,
He
but he
said
was like,
the
yeah,
S35 was good.
yeah. Well, he was saying better than them trying to do M390. He said he respects Kaiser for that. That their S35 is better. I think it was Kaiser that he was talking about.
Yeah, as far as I've ever heard, Kaiser nails the 154, which they should. And then the S35
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard
got the
is
gavel.
done well. Yeah, dude. That thing's nice. I like that little minimal flipper.
Yeah, Everyday City Carry. I just saw his video yesterday. What's up, Urban Woodsman? I just saw his video earlier, and he said that it was his least favorite of the four, but he said because he's not sure how other people with bigger hands will do it. But Casey just handled it. He likes it. Lefty, Metal Complex. It's just the flipper tab is surprising a lot of people, is what it is. Which I understand. It surprised me too. I was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. It's a little smaller than I expected. That's not what she said.
So that design, when you originally had that design in mind, the flipper tab was a little bit more like
It was
protruding.
it was a little bit, not by much, but it was also a little taller. So they brought it down a little bit. So it was poking out a little bit more out the corner. But
Huh?
I think with the adjustment I made is where that happened because they had. Let me see if I can bring it up. I always mean to bring. Oh, you know what? See, this is quicker. Yeah, they had. It was supposed to be a forward finger choil right here, and
Huh?
they said it was that they were afraid it was going to be too small of a. I don't know if I can find it. Too small of a cutout for people to use. So they did something kind of crazy. And I was like, oh, hold on a second. That's not going to work. It would look like it was going to be a crazy hotspot. And I asked them, I sent them a change that I did in CAD, just a slight change up of it and put this flat on it. And I think in doing that, when I put this flat part, just where there could be some grip,
Huh?
I think in doing that, it changed the flipper tab. So let me see. I think this is the quickest one I can find right here. I have a side by side. So this is a little picture I put together. It is the original they sent me with the comparison of. Let me turn this light off. So they sent me the one on this side, picture of it, and you see that little weird thing going on over here.
Yes.
So I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" It was supposed to be a forward finger choke in between that extra little bump in the middle between the blade and the cutout for the lock bar access. And yeah, so they just said that they were worried it'd be too small, so they did that. And I just was like, "That's probably not going to work." So then I adjusted the drawing, and I did that with the flat on there. And they sent me a redone drawing, and I said, "Yeah, I think that'll work." And then they sent me the prototype picture, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's probably going to be good." So I think it cleaned up really nicely.
Yeah, I like it's clean. It looks clean. I was wondering that. I think you talked about it, or maybe you talked about it in a video or a live stream, one of the two, but I remember you saying I think you had just gotten them, so it must have been a regular video you did.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you wasn't expecting the flipper tab to be the way it was.
Yeah, yeah, it
So I
did
was
surprise me.
curious.
Yeah, I think in the drawing, when I adjusted this part up here, it affected the back part right here. And when I sent them the redone image, I just adjusted the front part, and in the drawing, it must not have. Maybe I didn't close it.
So with you changing the underside, they
Yeah,
took that as change the flipper tab a little bit as well to go with it, basically.
I believe it's just the amount they took away. It changed what was going to be on the back end. So
Yeah.
it was just a matter of taking the specifications from my drawing and adjusting it to theirs, but theirs may have been a little shorter or something, or just
Uh-huh.
right here they just did a little less, a little more of the drawing cut off. So it just affects the back part, but it was nothing but them just trying to get it to the way I wanted, and it just happened to affect the back. But it works though, and it's pretty crazy. In the comments of Kaiser's post that they put on Instagram, somebody was like, "Oh, that's not going to work. You're going to have to use your nail." And I said, "No, it actually works okay." And then I kind of swayed him on it, and he was like, "You know what? You sold me. I'm going to have to check it out." So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
Now,
But
yeah, I like it, man. There's definitely room for knives just like that. I mean, KC's Jetstream, which I don't know where the hell it is. I thought it. Oh, I got it on my waistband here. Yeah.
yeah, there you
His
go.
his is not identical, but it's very very similar. Let me see it here. So his is kind of similar, where it's
Yeah,
very minimal. And I think a lot of people like that about some flipper knives. Some people don't want that big pecker, as some people
yeah,
call it.
yeah. The
But
pocket pecker.
you're you're never, one thing I've learned is you're never ever going to please everyone. You're just not.
Oh
So
no,
it don't matter. You're going
no.
to appeal to, there's a ton of people who like brass and copper and stuff like that, and they'll get everything that they can in those materials.
Yeah,
Some people don't like it, for whatever
yeah.
reason, whether it's aesthetics or weight or whatever. Some people hate flippers, regular old flippers. So
Yeah,
you're
it's
never
always
gonna.
no, it's always going to be different, man. Absolutely. With this was actually supposed to be titanium and wood in my drawing. So they went with
Oh,
the brass. But I had a conversation with them. I asked them if they could contour the scales. I asked them if it does well, if they're going to make any new ones, if they could contour the scales. And they said, yeah, we'll do that. We'll upgrade materials too if you have any other ideas or something like that. And they said, thank you for the feedback. So if it does well enough, there will be some changes. They will, upgrade the material, which makes sense. That's what they all do. That's what all companies do. Even the ones doing small runs, like Devo, they did the Growler, and now they're doing a premium one, and they're going to do an even more premium one after that. So it just makes sense. Especially with something like this, you want to see how it's going to perform. You don't want to put out your best stuff right away if you're afraid it might fail or you're not sure how it's going to be received. And so
Right.
far, so good. I really wish it did have the forward finger choil because it is a smaller knife, and I knew it would be. So that's why that forward finger choil was going to be there. But I thought the flat was a good compromise.
Yeah, I agree. If you have that nice flat there, it's a good 50-50 spot for it. You know what I mean? You can still get right up behind the edge and it be, might not be as comfortable as a full big finger choil, but it's
Yeah,
still definitely usable.
yeah, it could definitely use it. But yeah, it is usable. Exactly. But yeah, man, you're never gonna please everybody. That's why I try to do with my brand. Like there are people that uh, they have their look, their aesthetic for their designs, and like you see it, and you're like, oh, I know that's a whatchamacallit, or that's this person's design, or whatever. They have their designs are relatable to one another, and I don't want my designs to look alike. I really don't. I want mine to look different, and part of that is because I know there are different preferences. There are people that like this design or this blade shape or this handle or this deployment. So I'm trying to do as many as I can. But what is important to me is that I nail uh, what makes a knife work. What is a like a sharpening choil if that's an issue. The plunge grind, how it is. The the jimping in the right spot. I try to do what matters to the design. If you don't like the
Yeah.
design, well, that's a preference. But if it's done
Right.
well and you nail everything, because people can say it's a good knife, it's just not my style. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind that. I'll take that. I'll
Right.
take that.
Right. Yeah. Trying to, I think, if you're designing knives, I think that should be the forefront of the design. I get making something look good. Of course, you want it to look good. That's usually one of the first things that people will look at. Does it look decent to, really good?
Yeah,
Uh but everything else after that, as far as the form, I think, like you was saying, all the functional things should be taken care of
yeah,
before anything else is worried about. You want a good blade geometry, you want a decent steel, a decent heat treat, you want a good edge from factory. Now that's out of your hands. The heat treat and the edge and shit like that is out of your
yeah,
hands, but that's what you want in a functional knife. And then, like you said, finger choil, jimping, ergos, how does it carry in the pocket?
yeah,
Because how does it cut? How does it handle? And how does it carry? Those are kind of the three main things of a pocket knife. It's got to meet those criteria to be decent. I think that's a good focus, is concentrating on a functional design.
yeah. Exactly. Like the Clydesdale is like the best way to kind of put that in that thinking in place because it's not for everybody. It's not. But the design, what I was going for is what it is. I did want and you touched on it, man. And Duty's daggers, he touched on it too. And he did the cut test and he liked this. He said it feels comfortable. He wasn't sure about it. People probably just think I wanted to make a crazy design, and I say it, and a lot of people still don't know me, so they still think that. There's still people that see it and they're like, oh, he likes crazy blade shapes. But the gavel and the Clydesdale are like way different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I wanted something that would do everything that I could, but it just happened to come out looking a little wild. But everything's
Uh,
there, everything's there as far as the ergos, the function, the cutting, the the carry. It's a big knife, but it doesn't carry extremely big. My boy Rio 210 carried it in his basketball shorts like the first day he got it, and so it does what it needs. It's a heavier knife, like, but you can still do it if you need to.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, prototype the prototype that I had in, dude. I knew that if they got it to where that prototype was or better, which typically they're a little bit better or should be, just a little bit more refined than the protos. I knew it was going to be a kick-ass knife. I think the only thing that makes it look, like you say, a little crazier or whatever is that taller blade. But
Yeah.
that is going to make it cut so much better. That tall, nice blade is going to make it just cut so much better.
Yeah, it surprised Duty. That's really cool though, by the way, Rio. Only 16 left. I haven't even checked that. That's very cool. 16 gavels.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it surprised Duty. Yeah, it's 16. They started with 78. Well, when I knew there was a count, my boy Aaron told me, he said that there no 68, 68 or 78. But I don't know how many they had originally. I think it was 68 was what he said, but if they started out with more than that, I know Knife Center, they had their little pre-order. I don't know if anybody ordered them, and then they went in stock, and then they went out of stock quick. And Aaron actually ordered from there, and they canceled his order. He reordered, and they said there's no we don't know we're going to get any. But I know a friend of mine, George, he got his from Knife Center. So I'm not sure if they just oversold or what happened there, but I mean that sucks for my friend Aaron, but but that's cool for me because that means they sold.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't help where they, who has them left. Bluminati, Aaron, what's up,
Illuminati,
brothers?
Illuminati. What's up,
Hell
man?
yeah. Hell yeah, buddy. What's up, Bluminati? Member of the G-Ballers. Dopey just rolled through, working on some knives and listening, he said.
Dopey. What's up, man?
Ah,
Todd Carr.
yeah, we got a nice little WG, member of the G-Ballers. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we got a nice little crew in here. So what are you thinking of well, let me go back to the Kaiser. So they probably put that knife out into production, right? And they made so many, say they made 70 or they made 80 or whatever. They basically do that just to put out some feelers. Like they probably send some to some YouTubers, right? A
Yeah.
couple out, maybe 5 or something like that. Or 10 maybe. And then maybe some distributors all get some. They probably do, maybe 100 of them tops, and like basically use those as like a feeler to see how it's going to do. And then if it sells well fairly quickly, it might be something then they are going to go back to and reproduce another batch of them. Is that what it is looking like pretty much, or don't you know exactly?
Uh, It seems that way, but I don't know for sure. I just know that, Knife Center was the only retailer that had it. I didn't see it anywhere else. So I saw a couple of other ones that I'd never heard of. But Knife Center had some. They were the big retailer that I saw. And then Kaiser has, a majority of them. But from that email, it seems as though that they will do upgrades to it and do some adjustments. So I don't know how soon that would be, but for it being 16 left, I don't know what it is compared to I know the Veritas is probably sold out already, but that's a premium design, a known designer, and it's a good design. It looks cool. So the materials, the combination, it's just all around, the design is all around better. But for it to be almost sold out, that's got to be good for Kaiser. It's got to tell them something. I know when I was looking at the other designs, it was a big gap between mine and the other two. That's nothing, no knock on theirs, of course. It's just what people are going for. I know in the Instagram posts when they were posting the cryptid and what's the other one? The cryptid and the forgot the other one. This other
I know
popular
that.
one.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I can't think of it either. That yeah, that your knife
The
came out
task.
with yes,
The
right.
task. That
Your knife
one
came
had
out
like
with yeah.
crazy lights.
The three other ones that came out with yours were all bangers, pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, the
Mhm.
Veritas was like you said, it was already known. They just did a different version of it.
Yeah.
And then the other two, but I think comparatively, had they done like a titanium bolster and say uh micarta, their typical black or green micarta,
Yeah.
that would have been, you know, the brass, like that goes back to what we just were talking about. The brass is kind of a certain group of people, you know
It
what I
is.
mean?
It is. Yeah.
Where titanium is could be almost anyone's ball game. There's some people who don't like titanium for whatever
Yeah.
reason, I'm sure. But brass and copper and stuff like that, those are specific people that
Yeah.
like
Those
that
really are.
stuff.
Those
And
really
and
are.
and
Like.
and when you see that on a knife, some people might love the design and like the minimal flipper tab, but they don't like bronze or they don't like copper or brass or whatever it is, but they like the design. I bet if that knife comes back out in tie and, whatever other secondary handle material, I think it'll change the, perspective.
Yeah, I think you're right, man, because that has been one of the main things that people have pointed out about it. They about the brass, and then asking if there will be other material options. I know Lefty said he'd prefer titanium. I saw a bunch of people in different comments in all other areas that they were saying about the brass that they don't like brass or are there going to be other materials. The other thing would be they're skeptical about the flipper tab. So it's that skepticism, and then the preferences on the material that they don't like brass. So I do see that a lot. So I, I agree with you. I think that would change uh, how it's received a little bit more because people seem to dig it. It's just the material that a lot are having not a hard time, but they just like, oh, I prefer it to be the other thing. But
Yeah,
the
because if
task and they had a lot of likes on Instagram, like blew mine out of the water in comparison of likes. Be like 800 likes for the cryptid and like 600 for the task, and then the guy would have like 200 or 400. But the sales though have said other, they I think the last I saw the cryptid was 51 and the task was like 60. So I don't know where it's at now, but I just I want those other designs to do well because those other designers are putting they're putting their name out there. I want them to do well too. But just as far as like how the design is doing, that's why I look at it. How I want to see how mine is doing compared to the other ones that are out. Uh, but the other ones seem to be they like the clutch lock and the button lock. They're real popular, man. Like everybody. I'm not a big button lock fan. I've never tried a clutch lock, but those aren't really my style too much. But I know a lot. They're very popular.
so let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. This is that's the thing though. You have you have titanium, solid titanium, and then these other two, you have a crossbar and a button lock, like you just said. And then micarta, straight micarta on both. I feel as though if they would have done hell, even if they just did all, well, you wouldn't have. That's supposed to have a bolster, right? Two handle
Yeah,
materials. So
yeah,
had they done just titanium, which maybe would have increased the price a tiny, tiny bit, probably not a whole lot, just two little slivers of titanium, uh, and then ran some sort of micarta, I think that, like you said, what you've seen, and it's what I was guessing, is the question on is there going to be other handle materials, and then the flipper tab. If you take care of the other materials on the handle, the only question is the flipper tab, and then it's worth checking out at that point if that's the only thing. You know what I
That's true.
mean?
Yeah. 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 People would be
Yeah,
more likely to take that risk, like, let me see. Not then they'll send it
exactly.
out to somebody else, see if they want to try it. Yeah. Yeah. I really
Exactly.
do. Yeah, man. I think that, well, we'll see what happens if it, I don't know how quick they do, upgrades. I don't know if they do like real quick or if they wait a while, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see more people handle it. And as long as it still functions well for other people, then I'm happy. If people enjoy it, I'm happy. The
Yeah.
sales are good, but I need people to enjoy the design. That's really what's important.
Yeah, I want to try to get one here at some point, whether it's that version or a future one. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's like well, let's
Hey,
hit Pretty
I
Fly.
can send you this one, bro. But you got to
Oh,
take care of it.
really?
You got to
Yeah.
take care. I mean, it's not new. It's already got some patina forming on it, um, but yeah, if you want to check it out, I'll send it to you, man.
All right, hell yeah, yeah, we can do that. That'd be cool. And then maybe by, the time you send it out or whatever, maybe you'll have some more info as to, hey, we're gonna do another run in this, or you might know a little bit more from Kaiser.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited, man. I have some other ones that one is supposed to be. I thought it was going to come out at the same time as the Kaiser, the gavel, but because I signed the contract form at the same time, but I haven't seen anything yet. But the other brand has been rolling out some new their lineup recently, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be sometime in the coming months, but I have another one coming, and I have a few other ones with that same company. So I'm excited to see if it happens and how that one's received too. But it'd be cool to have some more designs out there and people start to handle them and just then I can. It'd be good to have my name out there a little bit more. That's I can't deny that will be awesome because I have more designs that I want to work on. It's just getting my name out there has been I just came on the scene, man, and I was just like, I'm gonna do this. So
All right.
I started in February is when I put the prototype into got the money for the prototype, and then I got it in June, I want to say. So it's people still don't really know me. So
Right. Right.
it's still in the growing process, like very 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 much. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Kaiser, maybe we'll have some more information, and that'll be exciting to see. What do you
Yeah,
carry,
I
man?
mean,
What's your topics? Let me know.
uh yeah, dude, I mean, already, you got two designs out there. I mean, that's that's awesome already. I mean, so you're doing all the right things. You're making functional knives. You care about the designs, and you know what I mean. So you're doing exactly what's needed. But yeah, I'm excited for what you got to come. The Clydesdale is out for delivery, man. I keep checking it. I was hoping they would have delivered it before normal time. Sometimes they
Yeah.
show up early, but usually it's like it should be here literally any minute. Usually between 1 and like 2 to 2:30, they're usually dropped off. So I'm hoping to
Is it
get it before
is
the
it gonna be at your
stream's
doorstep?
over. Yeah, it'll be
Oh
freaking
man.
20 feet away, man. So as soon as I
Oh
get
damn.
as soon as I get the call, I'm hoping we're still on stream, but or not the call, but the alert.
Yeah.
Uh but I got the jet stream with me right now, and then I have Kubi's new bluff, which is their first crossbar lock, and it's adjustable just like the clutch lock.
Oh, sweet, man.
Uh,
It looks good.
14C on the blade steel, and then they do this micro jimp pattern on the scales. It's real nice, very well done from Kubi. They did a great job on this one, and I like the fact that they do the adjustable clutch lock too, man, and
Yeah.
they send extra springs.
That's a
So
collab,
they,
right?
what's that?
It's a collaboration, right? That one?
Yeah, dude, it's a freaking Bridgeport
Oh, yeah,
collab.
yeah. Very nice, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, dude, and I didn't know that, so I did the unboxing for this knife, and I did a little bit of looking into it. I try to, like, when I know it's coming or whatever, I'll try to freshen up on it so I know a little bit about it. And I saw the designer's name, but it didn't ring any bells in my head. And then it was Brian who was like, "Hey, that's a Bridgeport collab." And I was like, "No shit. That's what the, that's what the logoing on the back is. It says BGPT. So that's the Bridgeport, acronym or whatever. Uh and it is resembling a
Yeah.
395 kind of, like it kind of does. You can tell it's his design.
It's a cool looking design. Yeah, I dug it when I saw it too. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you have that guy, huh?
And then I got I haven't been able to put this damn thing down. It's that Daily Carry Co. The unboxing for it went live yesterday, and I don't know how it's doing right now, but this is a cool ass little gravity knife, and they gave me a 10% code for it as well. So it
Awesome.
takes it down to like high 80s or like $90, and it's raw aluminum. I think they have all black ones too, or at least they have an all black handle with a satin blade. I think some combination of that. I don't know if it's all black or if it's just a black handle satin blade. And then they have the raw aluminum with the satin blade, and then the steel is 14C, and then magnets hold it closed,
Oh,
and
okay.
they also hold it open. So unlike the original Exos where they kind of just flop around and do, whatever the hell it wants to do, this is nice because you can move around on it, and it's not opening up in your hand and trying to close on you and that sort of thing. And then when it's closed, it's not trying to open up on you. You can literally, for the last couple days, I've been just throwing it down in my pocket, and I've had no issues with it coming open or anything like that. The magnets are pretty damn strong. So you got to give it like a little hook and then
Yeah.
click it
You can hear it
closed,
click.
and then it's nice, man, and it's small. Like it's not overly small, but I mean it's a smaller gravity knife. I'd say it's probably similar to maybe the XOM, the middle Ria
Yeah.
XO, but I can get a full purchase on this handle, and that's that's good enough for me. As long as I can fit comfortably on there,
Yeah.
that's so it's a cool new take, or a cool take on a gravity knife. And then they have some premium ones too, I think, that are basically the same thing, but it's like a titanium handle. They might be a little thicker maybe, uh, but it's titanium and then M390. And
Oh, okay.
I think those run maybe like 200. So you're bumping up. If I had it my way, or if I'm going to talk to him, and not that I have any pull with anything, but I was going to tell him, if you guys run one in titanium and 14C and price it at like, say, 140 or something like that, 130, for titanium and 14C, I'd take that over the M390 all day long. You know what I mean? Me
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Just because 14C is tough. you know, don't have the edge retention, but like M390 does. But something like this, I'd rather have it be tough and corrosion resistant than have a ton of edge retention. But 14C is easy to sharpen and it's easy to put a nice edge on. So I'd take the 14C titanium at under, it needs to be under 150 for sure. I would say
Yeah,
like
yeah.
130, you know, like another 30, $40 from the aluminum handle to the titanium. And I think they would have a nice middle of the road between the aluminum 14C and the titanium M390. That'd be a nice middle ground, you know, that I think a lot of people would go for. The thing I do like also is because it's aluminum, is it's really lightweight, dude. This thing does
Oh
not
yeah.
weigh anything. Like you can throw this in your pocket and forget that it's there.
Who makes their stuff? Is it? Do
That's
they
a
have?
good. That's one thing I think I asked them, or maybe I didn't ask them. I have an email written out to them that I haven't sent yet. I don't think I sent it yet. I don't know who the OEM is
Gotcha.
for those just yet, but I want to find out.
Yeah.
It'd be
What's up,
interested to know.
Forrest? 5 door. What's up? Yeah, I seen. They've had that one out for a little while, or they had something that they came out with first, right? A long while back. Or that was.
I think these so they did that one that like I think it's called the tie slide where the handle like slides around like
Oh, okay.
the handle separates and it flies around, and I
Yeah.
think that's called the, what do they call that? The tie. Damn, I can't think of it. Hang on. Daily. I'll just pull up their website real quick and we can go look at the stuff. I think Daily Carry Co.'s been around for a little while, but I think their initial products were kind of, you know, like they did like some pry bars and tie and like some toothpicks and tie and stuff like that. And then they started getting into some other stuff. But the mag blade, which is this guy right here,
Oh,
the
okay.
handle like separates. Yeah, there you go. So I think that was the first one that came out. Stonehands, what's up, buddy? And then here's the titanium slide, the tie slide, which is 200. And then that's an M390. Right. I know it says it somewhere. Right here. They do that in M390. And then, yeah, I'm going to ask them and find out that way for the overview of the knife. I have more info.
Yeah.
But here's the one that I have. So it is black with satin. So that one, in my opinion, would. So I guess it depends on what you like. Me personally, I'd probably take the black with the satin. Or is that
Looks good.
two-tone? Is that two-tone? It is two-tone.
Is it? It's hard to tell if it's that or the light, but it looks two-tone, yeah.
But then they have one here that isn't two-tone. Okay, buddy. Well, that's fine, buddy.
I want her to play with me.
Well, ask her nicely then. So I wonder if they had that one and now they don't. Or if that's just the photo, like you said. I'm not 100% sure. But so they have that one, and with 10%, I think that takes it down around like $90 or something. And
Oh,
then
nice.
and then they have this one, which I think is the newest, maybe out of all of them, or maybe this one's the newest one, the mini. But
Like
they
a little,
did this
little
one.
stubby.
Yeah, like a little stub. This one's like textured titanium. You can kind of see the milling done in there, and that's an M390 as well. Yeah. So I mean, their pricing's not bad. It's pretty competitive.
Yeah.
I think Riots start at like 300, don't they? Or at least the full size ones used to.
Yeah, I've never really looked at the Exos. Oh, that pry bar is pretty cool.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff. And they also sent
What's up, Cheeto?
Cheeto. And then they sent this guy, the pouch potato, which is basically just a it's kind of like I guess it's kind of like an EDC organizer / wallet.
Oh, okay.
I have one. I'm trying to get him to send me this one. This is
Oh, that's cool.
called the pouch potato regular EDC pouch organizer. So this is more of like a data crew style type of pouch, opposed to just a wallet looking one. Which this is nice. I mean, here I have it sitting right here. But yeah, they got some cool products. For being a newer company, and then they send a couple REs out with their stuff. Like if you get a knife, you get an RE. If you get a pouch, they send an RE.
That's a cool
So
patch.
they have like the Molly or the whatever the hell it's called for the Velcro on the front. And then they have different colors. This one's navy. I think they got black and some other ones. And then it's just an open zipper, where I think they call it a mini EDC organizer. I guess you could just throw stuff in it, and
Yeah.
let it kind of rumble around. But I would see this more as like a wallet, maybe throw like your flashlight in there or mini pry bar or something. But
I got this thing, dude. This thing's cool. It's alpaca gear. The
yeah.
EDC card pouch, I believe is what it's called. It's very cool, man. So it only opens about I don't know, what is that, halfway or like diagonally. It's got this little separation. It's supposed to be a wallet, but I'm using it as a little pouch because I upgraded my pouch that I usually carry. I use it as a kind of a phone case, and it doesn't have the storage in it. So it has a little bit this way, and then I put my phone in here, but it doesn't. I'm used to like a zipper somewhere or something like that, and it didn't have that. So I got this to put my stuff in, and I'm liking it, man. I actually have it with my wallet on the other side, so it's not too. It doesn't bother me as much. I was gonna test it out, and it's a slim wallet that I have at that CDC. Shout out to CDC. It's slim, so it turns out to be like a big George Costanza wallet, but but it doesn't bother me. So I'm actually digging it quite a bit. But this is really cool, man. I saw Mikey Daily Carry with it on his channel. They had a pre-order going, I believe. And at the time, I was just like, yeah, I was like, I like it, but I can't get it right now. And then it came to a point where I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. So this is something cool. Like if somebody wants something like, if you don't want to use it as a wallet, it could be a nice mini pouch. It's just, there's not a lot going on. It's just the center. And then there's a pocket right. Let me take this out of here. There's two pockets.
I like that.
One on each side, and then the center part. Got a little piece of gum in there.
Could you, like those inner pouches in there, could you slide like a smaller flashlight, like say like an i3T or something in there?
The only thing I have, let me see. I'm sure you've handled a baby banter, right? So
Yes.
yeah. So that could go in here.
Okay, so yeah, that would hold like an i3T sized flashlight, and then on the other side you could put like a micro pen or a mini
Yeah,
pry
exactly.
bar.
I have one right here. Hold up.
Marisol, what
Yes.
up, buddy? Cheeto, what's up, brother? Good to
I have
see you guys. Joseph.
this tiny ass Norolco pen. So yeah, you
Okay,
can
yeah,
put
yeah.
something like that in there. It doesn't look like it goes all the way to the bottom, but it's in there. So yeah, you can
Yeah, I
get
mean,
like a tiny little loadout, man, like for sure, if you wanted to.
Sharp Guy, Tori, what's up, brothers?
Sharp
Sorry
guy,
if I'm
what's up,
missing you
man?
guys. I'm looking. We're looking. Yeah, dude, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I just put a video out about something very similar. It was why EDC pouches suck, but really it was why they just don't work in some cases for me, and why
Mhm.
sometimes they do. But I've been using, now I have two of these, and I've had this one for quite a while. Somehow my flashlight was on in there. But EMP EDC did this collab with Shadowborn Hanks, and
Oh, okay.
it's just a little mini pouch, and then there's a zipper on the front here that you could put a couple of things. You can put some patches up here. I keep a lighter in there, and then I leave it open in case I want to throw some money or whatever in there. And then on the back it's got some organization. I keep a O-Light O-Knife pry bar in there with the bit driver combo. I used to keep the fulcrum in there, but it's just
Oh, okay.
it's a little taller,
Yeah.
and it wasn't as comfortable. So I switched it out with the same capability, in that O pry. It's a little shorter, but it's a little wider. So, but it's perfect for this pouch. And then I keep the Dapper Design Ion flashlight in there, and then a Big Idea Design pocket pen in there. And then this is actually something I have not had an issue with carrying, like those Data Crew pouches and the Superior Threadwork pouches and all them pouches, Maxpedition. They're nice and they're great for organizing your stuff and all that sort of thing. And I love them. I have a bunch of them, but they're just not for me. They don't
Yeah.
work for putting in your jean pocket, whether it's your front pocket or back pocket. It's not comfortable to me. The only time I carry them bigger, like Data Crew pouch, is if it's summertime and we're going somewhere or whatever, and I'll throw it in
Yeah.
like the bottom of the cargo pocket where there's tons of room. That's really the only time I ever carry those big ass pouches. I've tried them, and even keeping a minimal amount of stuff in them, they're just so much more bulky
Yeah.
than something like you just showed or something like this. uh that's always been my issue, is it's just not comfortable.
So you're like in the same boat as me. You were hunting for one too. I'm happy with this one so far. It's smaller than I was expecting, but I had just gotten this one and I was digging it a lot. It's bigger, a lot bigger. But
What's
this
that
zipper,
there?
I'm sorry.
What's that one there? Oh, is
This
that the
is
same?
it's a Cobasate or something like that. I had never heard of them. I was looking at some of their other stuff, and it looks like they may, bite some styles. So I don't really like that. This one seemed like just like a generic design, so that's why I went with this one. But after that, I did a little more looking, and then I saw other things that looked like other ones. So I was like, ah. But that's not why I switched it out. I switched it out because this zipper, I put the pouch in this way, so my phone is the front, right? And then I
Hmm.
have the same stuff that I carry in here on this side. So it sits this way, and I carry my one of my primary in my front right. So it keeps separation from my phone and the knife, but this zipper kept hitting the blade. So I was like, oh man. So it was annoying. And then if I have something titanium or something like that, I don't want it to be, knocking against it all day. So
Yeah.
I ended up clipping off the actual zipper and put this lanyard on I don't know what this part's called, but attaching it to there, but it still hit the main attachment. So
Mhm.
I just had to switch it out. It just wasn't working out. But this was exactly what I was looking for. The zipper was on the side. The only thing that affected it was this hard part. So if it was reverse, it would have been perfect. I guess if the zipper was on the inside and the big pouch on that side.
Right.
But it's the exact storage. It was slim. I had this other one that I liked a lot. It's just it's rigid. This is actually like a small journal carrier, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it worked for what I needed it to. It kept everything flat, but it was just stiff. So that's what I didn't like. So the swap out was working. It's just that thing kept hitting, man. But I really
You
dug
know,
it.
you know what I've found too for like the pouches that I've bought in the past. Now, some have been directly bought for this, but I'll use them like in a sling bag or backpack for, I have some in my truck in a backpack that, I have maybe like a fire kit in a Maxpedition pouch, and then maybe like a tool kit in another one, and just instead of just throwing everything in the bag all loosey goosey type shit, everything
Yeah,
is kind of organized in a pouch. So maybe you could, if you're not using that pouch, set it up and throw it in like maybe your sling bag or in your vehicle, or backpack or whatever. That way you're still getting to use it. Might not be
yeah,
as often, but at least you're using the thing. That's kind of how I've moved some of mine around, that instead of just sitting them in a damn drawer or on a stand here and they just sit here, I've put some in the truck, in a backpack, in a sling bag. That way they're at least kind of getting used. Not for the original intention, but they're still getting something. Where did I see Brian just rolled in?
I
What's
was
up,
lagging right
brother?
there. What's up, Brian? Yeah, I was
Brian,
lagging crazy
Kevin,
right there. My bad.
Sharp Guy, Dugan. Oh, you're good. You're good, brother. It might even be me. Hell, I don't know. Somebody asked where
No,
you got. Somebody asked where you got that first pouch that you was showing. Oh, right here.
uh, is it this one? I'm not sure. The very first one is the alpaca gear.
It must be. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
And what
I
was the
followed.
cost on?
This one was, I believe it was 39. But
Okay.
I use Mikey Daly's discount code, so he
Huh?
has 10%
Yeah, yeah,
off. Yeah, I think
yeah.
it's 10 or 15, but I used his code. So, uh, yeah, I like his channel. He's a cool dude, and the fact that he had a discount was just a plus. Help him out. So it appealed to me like right off the bat. I was actually gonna get it as a wallet and kind of swap some of the stuff that I carried in my pouch into it, and I can still probably do that. But I had just gotten this, and I'm really digging this, and I had just gotten the patch. Wanted to support the CDC, and I really like this patch a lot. I was surprised they still had them. So this is a tactical geek wallet,
Mm-hmm.
and I like this kind of design wallet. So I had just gotten it, but then I had just gotten this pouch too. So I had to swap from that after that zipper thing, and I got this, and this turned out to be too small. So I was like, well, now what am I gonna do with the extra stuff? And when I saw this wasn't on pre-order anymore, I decided to grab it. So it just kind of worked in a way that the thing that I had initially gotten didn't help me. So I had to kind of try something else, and this is what
Yeah.
it came out with. But yeah, I really liked it a lot. I dig this. I really, really like this. Alpaca
And
gear.
Alpaca makes good stuff, and Brian said something about Viperade, and I've looked at
Viper Ace.
Viperade stuff too. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
there's
yeah. This
another
is a
one.
Viper Ace. This is my
they
third
make
Viper 8.
it's what?
This is my third Viper 8. I've actually had like three different styles. I had this is a Viper 8. I had the first one I had was the Viper 8, the same one that Brian has actually. I had that one. Uh, I think he has one similar to this actually, but a different brand. And then this is my third one, and I'm digging it so far. But Viper 8 does good stuff.
Yeah, I've heard they do. That's another company I have something from. Now it's leather stuff, so a little different, but it's still like a pocket organizer. But Hide and Drink, they make some
Oh,
decent leather stuff.
I got that, man. I was on them for a minute. This is my old
Yeah,
wallet.
dude. They make some good stuff. I mean, it holds up. So I mean,
Yeah.
it
The
patinas
only thing
nicely.
The only thing, man, is I see a lot of stuff that is similar to other things. They have one that looks like the Yellow Birch Outfitter organizer, and they have a few other things. But hold on a second.
Here, let me switch us around here. Yeah, alpaca is something I haven't tried yet. I typically, I was over in Dr. Prepper by myself. Aries EDC, what's up, buddy?
After the Dr.
Good to
Pepper
see you
moments.
guys. Good
So
to
this
see
is
y'all.
something else that I got.
Okay.
This one I had like I like to keep a few quarters on me just in case you never know when you're gonna need change. So I put it in here so it doesn't rattle. So
Yeah.
I was using that. So I really like the brand, man. They make some awesome stuff. I like the name. I like the logo. The logo is really cool. But it's just I saw a lot of stuff that was too similar, and I just I don't want to be putting money into that. I feel like a dick. So, but I mean, I really like the brand and their stuff. It's held up. I had it for about a year, a little over a year probably, and
Uh-huh.
it aged nicely. It didn't fall apart or anything. But they do
Oh,
have some
that's
really cool patches. They really do.
so so they have some stuff that could possibly be taken from somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I saw. Like if you compare, there are a handful of really cool ones that I was like, ooh, and then I was like, oh, it looks just like. Sorry, my phone's ringing.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
Hold on a second. Sorry, hold on a second.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I only have one thing from them, but I like it and it's held up well. It was something I took a risk on and I like them, I mean, and it I understand exactly what Lute's saying about the the design thing, but then on the other hand too, oh, you back, Lute?
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Oh, you're good. The other thing I've kind of run over that myself, what you were just saying about, well, this kind of looks similar to that or whatever. Um, especially with knives too, and with a lot of things, flashlights, pry bars, the pouches, and almost anything else, pens. There's only so many damn ways to so then it kind of falls into that. Now, if it's a direct rip off, and
That's what
they're
it
trying
is.
to they're trying to literally say, if Hein Drink saying this is Viper Aid, then I have an issue with that. But like, something like the one I was showing or the one you're showing, I mean, there's only so many ways to make a zipper pouch with a pocket or two, or just a plain zipper pouch like this one that I was showing a little bit ago. But
Yeah.
so I understand though too, like, you don't want to support a company who's just out ripping everyone's designs off, but then on the other hand it's like, well, how many
Yeah.
ways is there to really do the shit, so it kind of it tears me into a couple different places, because
Well,
I'm with you, but then it's like, but you know
yeah,
what
that I do get. I do get that. That's why I took a chance on this one because it's just a design that anybody could do this. It's nobody's. But when there's the thing with hide and drink that I saw is like the colorways are like the exact same look. Like an
Oh,
exact. So it looks like the same kind of diagonal this and the zipper here and the where they put the material, the certain kinds of shades and it just looks too much like that. Like I understand there's so many ways to do something, but when it's
right.
too close, when like the same kind of design and the same kind of colors, then I'm like, oh, then I've got to step back and be like, oh, I don't know,
I
because I
agree.
do understand like with designing, I'm always like, if I see something that looks too close to something, I'll step back and I'll change it. I may like it, but I'm like, oh, it looks too close. I've done that several times where I've changed the design completely or I just scrapped it. One design that actually got picked up that I did live, it's the first design I did in the live stream. It's called the Steelhead. That started out as a design that I felt looked too close to another design. And at first I thought they took my design, but I was like, man, this place is too big. They didn't see my stuff. Um, so I just changed it and it turned into a design called the Steelhead. But yeah, no, I get it. There are only so many ways to do a blade shape or a handle and things like that.
Right.
But when it looks too close to something, that's when I get a little,
I agree. Yeah,
turned
if
off
they're
by it.
doing same color schemes and that sort of thing, that's a little shady for sure. Not be shady, but a little
Not
shady.
be shady. What's up, brand new
B&A picked
American?
B&A picked up a Becker BK40 and a Demco 20.5 in 3V. That's a nice pickup off Dang Ross. Nice, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at his bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That sounds good too. Hell yeah. I'm with you on the snacks, man. And yeah, B Shady, that was the first pouch I ever had, and it's Superior Threadworks, and the dude makes good quality stuff over on Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Uh he, Great
Superior
quality.
Threadworks.
Yeah, it's a little here, I'll snag it.
Hey, does anybody know where I can get a cool bead? I'm gonna show you in a second. Hold on. Um, I picked up this Slippy, man. I really dig it. I really dig it a lot. It's a little on the smaller side though, and I want to get a bead for it, but I don't know. I saw this Lucas Burnley bead that he has that's actually brass that I'm considering, but I don't know if I want to get it right now. It's a little high up there, but I really dig this design a lot, and I want to get a bead for it. But
Ooh.
I need a recommendation. Anybody got me or no? Let me know. I don't know if
I
you're into
mean,
lanyards.
I'm not really there's like small titanium beads you can get. I guess it depends on what you want. Like I'm kind of I've thrown a couple of the EMP EDC beads. Like he does some of the nukes or bombs. He does some of the grenades. Um he has some cool beads. I don't know how off. I think they're in stock, but they could be out. He does Altum, gray, black, and then there's like mini titanium beads and whatnot. I guess it depends on like the size. I've noticed that the EMP EDC beads are a little now there's definitely bigger ones out there that people will use. Um but that's about as big as I would like to go,
Oh yeah,
for a lanyard bead. I
yeah.
don't like them too big. Some people, like a bigger one or whatever, but Etsy might be a good place to try out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never shopped Etsy before. That's my only concern with that. Like there are some that I know that are trustworthy, like that I follow on Instagram, like Ornate, um, and was it what's his name? Something Trey, something Trey EDC. He didn't have anything up on his site, but on the Etsy. So I'm just like worried. Like I've never shopped Etsy before, so that's one reason. I guess I'm looking for somebody to vouch for someone. But yeah, I
Yeah, I
don't really.
mean,
big. You know, it's a smaller. You know, just like I did see one that I think would probably be good because it's not a really big like design to begin with. So I don't want it to be too bulky and then slim on the back end. So something kind of in line with that.
Now,
Um,
would you prefer to be titanium probably?
I don't know if I think as long as it has like a distressed kind of look because it's kind of this brass is kind of like darkened kind of stonewash or something.
Like a
So
bead blast, stonewash type
yeah.
finish.
So like I said, I saw the Burnley one, but I think it's 80, and I was like, ooh, not right now.
Yeah, that's a
because
little
it's a
freaking nuts.
yeah, because it's a Lucas Burnley design, so I was gonna try to match it, but
I mean, here's a cool one from Glow Rhino, $10. Looks like stonewashed or bead blasted tie, and it's got some like
oh, that looks good.
for $10. I mean, you could try that. Big Idea Design has one here for 25. I have one of these. It came with one of my pens that I have. These are nice. They're like a not a stonewash, like a bead blast tumble type finish.
Yeah, now that I'm looking
Um,
at it, it looks like a bead blast might match better for the spacer. It's like a bead blast spacer. So
yeah, hold your knife up again there once.
for the on the spine, you see it's kind of
Yeah,
it's not
so it looks
as
like so you could either go with something to try to match the handle, or you could try to go with something to match the backspacer. So you have two options
yeah.
on that guy there. I would definitely, I mean, that's just me speaking. I would not spend any more than $30 like tops
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
freaking bead, dude.
80 was a little up there.
I mean, 40, 50, I mean, no, no, I don't care what the hell it's made out of or what you did to it. I'm not paying 60, 70, $80 for a freaking little bead.
How
You
much
know
was
what I
that
mean?
the Thai one? The was it Big Idea or who was that one?
Big Idea Design.
This one? Yeah, how much? 25? Oh,
It
it's not
looks
too bad.
like so yeah, 25, and I mean Big Idea, they're a reputable company. I mean Glow Rhino is too, but that's
Yeah.
a little
That one
different
looks
style. I like the smooth look, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And they got the tie right on it, so that's a nice little touch. And it's gonna be a little bit smaller, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that might be more formidable than a bigger sized.
Yeah, that might be a winner right there, I think. So far that's
Let's
the best choice.
let's
Micro
Yeah,
cord,
titanium
I use
lanyard bead.
VIP.
Perfect for dressing up your EDC gear. Our stonewash tie bead. So 7/32 on the center diameter. So you should be able to fit a regular piece of paracord right through there.
Oh, County
Uh,
Commission. I couldn't remember the name of that. County Commission. Adventure Man. Thanks.
oh yeah. Let's go over there. I haven't been over there in a minute.
Aries
County
EDC, what's up, dude? I don't know if I saw you.
Commission.
Airsoft. Dang,
Is
Ross.
that
Sorry,
what?
man.
Oh, you're good, dude. Is that what is it called? County Commission what? EDC or something? Or
Um, I thought it was just County Commission. Is it? It's not coming up.
it's got like freaking Pennsylvania County Commissions. What the hell? County. I'll just type in EDC County Commission.
Oh,
No,
County
that's not.
Com. County Com. That's what it
Okay.
is. County Com. Thanks, Adventure Man.
Yeah, thanks, brother. We would have been here for 20 minutes. So is that what I want here? County Com.
Yeah, I think that's the one right there.
Oh shit. Okay. Tools. Um, let's go over here. Yeah, I mean, so far, I think the big idea design probably
Yeah, I
would
agree.
be
I think it looks like the design I go. I'm like it looks almost like exactly. It looks almost exactly like the design I'm going for. The
just
aesthetic.
clean
Yeah.
and smooth.
Oh, that one's cool
There's
up
a
top.
there's a skeleton humping a head or something.
This one right here to the right. That one. What is that? That one looks
This
kind of
guy here,
cool.
these
The one on
guys,
top. Yeah, the that very top one of it looks kind of cool, but the color though.
they do have titanium. No, wait, are they all? Or no, wait. Oh, they're sold as a 3-pack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like the titanium ones are out. So it looks like they only have anodized. Anodized what though? Is it aluminum, titanium?
I guess
Maybe it's
it's. Oh, they only have the anodized one, is what they're saying. I think.
yeah, and you don't want
So,
that. You want just
well,
clean.
that green one may match, but yeah, that's yeah.
I mean,
A plain.
they're only $5, so you know that could be worth a try. I mean, let's go to. I wonder. Um, wonder how much Amazon may have them.
Yeah, I was looking at
Crazy Roach. Good to see you, buddy.
later, Crazy Roach. Have a good weekend, man.
Sometimes you can get their stuff on Amazon a little cheaper. Nope, it's the same price, but you can probably get it quicker. So same
Yeah,
price, but you could probably get it a lot quicker on
yeah.
the Amazon. Yeah, that
I
might
think
be
that.
where I would go.
Yeah, that looks like the best option so far that I've seen. I completely forgot about them. I wish it didn't have that tie on it though, but I mean, it's still cool though.
Yeah, I think
It's,
that's like their trademark. Like
yeah,
they put that on like their pens, on their pocket clips there. I mean, I have to say it looks here, I'll pull it up if I can here.
I wish this one had a lanyard hole, man, but it doesn't. I got this little Boker stubby. I like it a lot, but there should be a lanyard hole, man. I'm not usually a lanyard person, but if like in this situation or this situation, it kind of calls for it. But there's no spot. I mean, I like that it keeps it clean, but that'd have been cool. But it's a cool little. I'm a big fan of Brad Zinker's
Ooh,
design, so.
it sounds like it's got a nice little detail on that bad
Oh
boy.
yeah, it does, man. For a little blade, it really kicks out there.
Ooh, yeah. Who's that? Boker.
Yeah, Boker. This one's clean. I got this one and this one at the same time, but this D10's really light, man.
Is
You
that a
know,
C? What is that?
this is another Boker, Brad Zinker. So this one
Oh,
kind of
look.
let me down a little bit, but the finish on this one is great. This is great finish, and this one is, I guess that comes down to Boker's kind of inconsistency with their quality control.
Yeah, for real.
But this one, I love this one. Like, I really like this one a lot.
It's one thing that's always kept me off of getting a Boker. They tend to use D2 on knives like 100 plus, you
Yeah,
know, and,
yeah. This one's VG10.
see
VG10.
that would be all right. I don't know. They have some designs I really like, and then I go to like look at them, and then it's D2, and I'm like, oh man,
Yeah,
$140
yeah, man.
knife and D2. It's like,
Exactly.
um,
They must do
here,
something with their D2 that we don't know about or something.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I won't say it on live stream, but uh here's that these are awesome, guys. If you're looking for a
Ooh,
pouch and you don't want to spend like data crew money or whatever, I can fully back this dude who makes these and this one. I have the charcoal one, which is right here, this one. And then he's got a couple other. I don't know why they're not popping up. Oh,
I like that, dude.
you
That's nice.
you you got to do it yourself. But yeah, they're USA made, dude. This dude makes them himself. Wonder why the colors aren't popping up. Maybe they're not in stock. But yeah, he's only got 3 left right now. But I got this dude probably, I don't know. It's probably been, I bet, close to 2 years that I've had this thing, man. And it's dirty, you know. It don't look like when it first came, because they look outstanding when they first come. They have a nice like charcoal black gray look to them. Place to put some patches on the front. The zipper has held up extremely well. That's always my main concern, is the
Oh
zipper
yeah.
and how it holds up. But then on the inside, it's got nice organization. They got 3 spots on the one side, and then the other side 2 bigger spots. I used to have the Olight pry bar in here, but I took it out. But you can fit the right items. You can fit a decent amount in here. I got the Big Idea Design. What is that called? TPT slide. The little shield and multi-tool. I threw this this thing in here just for the hell of it. It's like a bolt action toothpick or something. And then I got a pen, the Big Idea Design pen, and a pair of tie tweezers. I'm a big fan of that Big Idea Design pen. I have 2 of them. But that's the, can you see the tie logo
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
clip there?
The square, yeah.
It's not real like in your face, you know, like on that bead. It probably won't be as noticeable maybe as you think it might be. It's pretty subtle is what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not so, but you know, before you
It's
hop on that one, maybe do a little bit more looking around just
yeah,
to be
well, I've
safe.
looked so far, and that's probably the best one that I've seen out of my research, and then this little bit right here. So I mean, and the design's clean. That the brand is clean. So I guess because I don't know, it's a clean design or logo that they have. So it probably won't be as bad as I'm thinking. It,
No, it's pretty
it's selling
clean.
regardless.
It's pretty clean. I have a couple of their products. I have that TPT slide, which is their little utility knife, which is way overpriced. I don't know why I ever bought it. It is cool though, you know, the innovation into you know, pretty cool. But when you have a couple hundred pocket knives, it's kind of, you know, you don't use it a whole lot. But their pens, on the other hand, the pens, I like their pens. I have a couple of
Yeah,
those.
I hear
And
good things.
yeah, the Big Idea Design Pocket Pen Pro, it's awesome because I forget how many refills they say that it takes. You can put, it's adjustable, so you can put like really small refills in it, and then you can put like G2 refills in it, which I actually just ordered my first one of my tactile turn pens, this guy here. I've been using this as like my main desk writing pen, but it ran
Nice.
out of fluid. So some of my tactile turn pens take a certain G2, other ones take a certain Schmidt. And
Mhm.
the cool thing about these is you can use like 100 different refills in these, whether you want to make it a little bigger, which you can. The G2 makes it, I think, as big as it can be, which is like there, which is a pretty good size. especially considering you want it most likely probably for a pouch or something like that, which is where these find the most use for me. This is like my everyday pen, that I use.
Yeah, I dig that. How does it hold up though when it's like unscrewed to the tallest for the tallest ink or the
They
longest?
have they have it so there's like O-rings. There's O-rings, a couple of
Oh,
O-rings at the bottom, and
got
that
you.
really holds it, dude. Like I'm getting ready to I just got the refills last night. I got some Schmidt ones, and then I got some G2 ones, and I have another companies on the way just to kind of try what I like. Now, certain pens, you have to use what you have to use.
Yeah,
Like this tactile turn, side click, this takes the Schmidt, and that's what you have to use. But I like the Schmidt. So I think that, I'm not a pen like savant or anything like that, but the Schmidt works really nice. I'm gonna try the G2 in this because I want mind it being a little bit uh longer. But the
yeah,
nice thing is you have a solid pen that you can put down in a pouch or a slip, or put it even in uh the zipper part. If I wanted to, I could just throw it in the zipper part and be done with it. If I wanted
yeah,
to, if I wanted to put some other crap on the outside, I can just throw that guy on the inside. So it's nice having a smaller pen, but you don't want them too small because then you can barely write with the damn
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. Really, that one looks like it's done well. Like the clip it looks nice. What's up, BEDC?
Hey,
How you
thank you,
doing, brother?
brother. Thanks for swinging through. Ed Durbin, what up, man? Don't let MC hear, though. He'll start PMSing about how much he hates lanyards. No, that's all right. He's got the right to hate him if he wants.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't typically go for them. It's just sometimes the design kind of calls for it. Like like this smaller one, it'd be cool to have a little extra something. I mean, I'm not gonna hard use it, so I'm not too upset about it. But I find that this is where it's at, man. This is the way the handle, the end of the butt of the handle is like nestles in there nice. So
Could you slide?
tucks into the
Could you
palm.
slide on the clip side through? Could you slide some? Not maybe 550 cord, but they make I forget what it is off the top of my head, but they make like mini paracord, basically like micro cord, I think they call it. You might be able to get something like that, dude, and just slide it through. Yeah, and then just come out the side and you have yourself a little lanyard.
Yeah, I considered that. But I like the look. The look, I mean, it would kind of break it up. Um,
It would a little bit. It would a touch.
yeah, so I did consider that, but I was like, I don't know. I, I
Let's
I could try it, but I really like how it's a cool little design, man. It took me a while to figure out how to hold it to flick it because you can't really palm it. It's really small, so you gotta kind of grip it in the fingertips there. And
like from the side almost.
yeah, like it's a funny little pinch, but once you learn how to use it, man, it's a fun little blade.
So if you wanted to, you could seriously go out and get some micro cord, dude, for really cheap. I mean, 6, 7, $8, and the cordage is going to be useful for other stuff too,
Yeah,
so if you get some, you could try it. And if you don't like it, no big deal. It's $8 plus you have some extra cordage, so
yeah,
might be worth picking up a sliver of it. You don't got to get like 1,000 feet of it or anything, but
yeah,
it's
man.
dead. No, you cannot.
I had another one.
Why? You have a tablet. Go put it on the charger.
I
What
already
is
have a
my
few
other
in
phone
mind for
dead?
when I get my Clydesdale. The Clydesdale doesn't have a lanyard hole, Ed, if that's what you're talking about. Um, there's no. It's just a backspacer and no hole, man. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. I hope that doesn't ruin your Clydesdale experience.
What happened?
I'm not sure if Ed Durbin talking about a lanyard for his Clydesdale, but there's no hole. I'm not sure if that's what he's talking about.
Oh no, that don't need no. Come on, that don't need no freaking. No, that
And that
knife.
doesn't matter if you can clip, you can attach it. Oh, okay. So he's gonna put on the clip. Got you.
Yeah, I know. I've
Sweet,
seen
man.
lots of people, even
Nice
on like a milled, clip. I've seen people just run it underneath the clip and then just run it out that
Yeah.
way. People who really like lanyards and beads and stuff. Uh, I'm pretty much where you are though. I really only put lanyards on something if it's like completely necessary. Like I put one on my La Lima flashlight. I put one on my tactile turn bear slip joint. It comes with it, or you pay
Mhm.
extra for it. But I got it with a titanium bead just because it's nice to have that to pull it in and out of the slip. So like slip joints and shit like that. And then smaller folders like you're talking about there with that Boker. Uh, then I can get along with them. But
Yeah.
typically for me, typically it's not, I don't need them. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, that's
need them.
usually how I am. It's only like if I see it's gonna. I mean, for me, for how I carry it, like if it's only gonna like how this one is, like how we're talking about a smaller one. If it's gonna
Yep.
help me feel more secure when I'm using it, Like I say,
Yep.
it's not necessary for this type because I'm not gonna be hard using this, but it's still nice to have a little extra something.
Yeah. And then it's nice to have that little extra something for your hand when you're holding it. And then it's nice to have it. It is a little smaller. There's not as much to grab onto like when you're pulling out of the pocket. It's nice to
Yes.
have that
Yeah.
to, pull it out of the pocket. Uh, so I mean, I don't hate lanyards or anything like that. It's just something I don't find a ton of use in for a lot of things, but some stuff for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And that again would come down to like I was talking about earlier, preference. It's all
Yep,
preference, man. There are
yep,
no wrong answers here.
yep. Yeah, I don't. Uh, and that's one thing I have a literal shit ton of is paracord. I have spools and spools of paracord, but one thing I don't have, and I have some other size cordage as well, but what I don't have is any of that micro cord, and I want mine picking up just a little spool of it. It says all three of these, or at least two of these ones we were just looking at here, are made in the US. So let's just see here. Let's go with the $7 one here. I'm sure there's, yeah, dude, look, and then they got every
Oh,
color under the
jeez.
sun. Uh and it looks like, so you get 125 feet for $7. I mean, that's not too shabby at all. I might have to just
Yeah.
pick up a little spool of that. It's on sale, it says. No, I mean, not a huge sale, but uh that might be worth trying, dude. I mean, $7-8. And then if you get anything in the future that has like a very small lanyard hole, or
Yeah.
whatever, that stuff would come in handy. I've ran into that a few times, where I wanted to uh thread something with some cordage, and the 550 cord is just a little bit too thick, too big.
Yeah.
So that micro cord comes in handy on occasion.
Yeah, I had the mini Elementum. It probably would have come in handy on that one because that one has a really small lanyard hole on it.
Right, right. Yeah, just like that. I think a flashlight I was gonna throw one on, and then I still haven't done it yet. But yeah, a flashlight I wanted to maybe I will order a pack of the black or something. I mean, $7, you can't really. And then they got some like two-tone colors almost. Here, I'll pull it back up quick. They got like
Oh, okay.
two-tone. So if you had like a knife that was like DLC titanium and green micarta or something, you could almost get something that kind of matches up. Yeah, so
When you're done.
yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that brownish coyote one too.
They have all the colors in the world.
Yeah. What are you doing,
That
goofball?
side by side is mental.
Take the handles off and just do paracord. You better not
Paracord
let
the
him
whole
touch
blade.
that. Gracie, go get
Paracord planet.
Garland.
They have pretty much every color you could think of. Glow in the dark, high V's, multicolor, everything.
Oh
Never heard of
yeah,
Paracord
Ed.
planet.
I've ordered paracord through Paracord Planet. Actually, I have some coyote 550 cord through Paracord Planet. It's solid stuff. The other kind I really like is, let's see here, I'll pull it up. This is my favorite cord, and my opinion, the best cord, but you know, it's up for debate. But it's got a lot of how do I want to say it?
Well, thanks for crumbling, Ed. I appreciate you. I hope you dig it, man. I'll get it out to you on Monday. For sure. Thanks so
So
much.
this is the shit that I really like. Like if you're looking for, I think I have this one right here. It's called Survivor Cord, and it's got right here. It's got fishing line in it. It's got waterproof fire tinder in it. It's got a brass utility wire in it, and then it's got the normal strands of 550 cord. So you're getting a lot of capability out of this cord. It's a little bit more money than say like Paracord Planet, but not a whole lot, especially if you just go with like a base color. The tone colors are a little bit more expensive, but like if you just get black here, 25 foot, $18, and you can do a lot with 25 foot, you know. This is more for maybe not really making lanyards. You could definitely make lanyards out of it. I have
It's like a
Survivor cord on.
multi-purpose. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's something you could cut off like an inch piece of, or like a 2-inch piece, rip that down, rip all the fibers out. You could start a fire with it. You would have a little bit of extra twine if you needed to like stitch up a jacket that got ripped or a backpack that got ripped. You could, they have a ton of uses. That's why I like this Survivor cord stuff. And if you really know what you're doing, which I don't, you can make like traps with it. You could go fishing with it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of
That's
capability
really
with.
cool.
Wonder what 100-foot
Have
head
you
costs.
have you ever considered going to what is it, that big bushcraft meetup that like Taylor Martin goes to, and like Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Oh,
It seems like something that you'd be into, dude.
what is that
I
called?
mean, it appeals to me too, but I'm just saying because you have the Dr. Prepper.
Yeah, trust me, dude. Yeah, I'd love to. Josh, what's up, buddy?
Josh
Member of the
Word,
GBallers. It's freaking probably like midnight
Georgia
over there where
Bushcraft,
he's at. Yes,
Georgia
Georgia
Bushcraft.
bushcraft. I was gonna say Carolina bushcraft, but yeah, definitely, man. It's tough, with a full-time job and the family. We are hopefully everything is pretty much planned out at this point. Uh Everything should be good to go for me to go to uh Blade Show this year.
Oh,
It's
cool,
like
man. Texas or which one?
um Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay, the biggie.
Yeah. Over the summer there. It'll basically, as long as like nothing insanely bad happens, as far as like financially goes with me, like my truck don't blow up or something, you know, or whatever, something like that, something
Yeah,
crazy. I'll be going this year.
very cool,
That's the
man.
plan.
Yeah. The plan for me is Texas. I mean, I would like to
Right.
go to more, but takes a lot of planning and finances to go to one. So
Yes.
for sure, I want to make Texas. Um,
Yeah.
it would be very beneficial for me as New Breed EDC, and to go hang out, man, to go see all the knives and go hang out with everybody that's going to be going in the community. It'd be I just hear the experience is really good, but I hear the first one is kind of overwhelming, and then the second one is a little more near,
Yeah.
kind of just
I'm ta-
enjoying yourself more.
I'm taking my woman. I'm pretty sure she wants to go. So she'll be going, and
Oh, cool, cool.
it'll be interesting. She
Yeah,
likes
my
knives and stuff, and she likes flashlights and knives and stuff like that, but not quite like we do. Uh
yeah,
so it'll be fun to see thousands of me running around in the same place. She thinks I'm a freaking nut. So it'll be just kind of fun to see a bunch of nuts running around and see what
yeah.
her reaction is. So I'm pretty excited for that. Plus, there's a not far from Atlanta. We've watched this show a couple of times through. Is it Vampire Diaries? I think it's called Vampire Diaries. She's obsessed with this show, but a lot of it takes place right outside of Atlanta.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna like the one restaurant and several of the scenes in that show. A lot of it is shot right outside Atlanta, and they have like a restaurant that they use in the show that's actually like open for business that sells
Oh,
food,
cool.
that has a ton of like the Vampire Diaries memorabilia and stuff like that. And they got shops and stuff around based off the show. But the plan is to go down, a day early or two and go there, then go to Atlanta. At least that's the plan. We know how things can
No, yeah.
drastically
But,
change.
but
But
that's a cool plan though, man. Something for you and something for her. Very cool,
right,
man.
right. And we haven't probably it's probably been like 6 years since me and Irv like went and did anything, for more than a few hours by ourselves. So it'll be nice to just get away, just us two
Hell
for a
yeah,
couple
man.
days.
Well, I'm pulling for your trip, man. I'm pulling for you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
thanks, dude. It'd be sweet. But yeah, in your case, Texas makes the most sense for sure.
Yeah, I would like to make as many as, I mean, I'm sure we all would like to make as many as we can, but, you know, it's only, or make them all. We would like to make all of them. But yeah,
Right.
Texas is the main focus. I've talked with Rick over at Acaso. He's a cool dude. He said he's gonna be over there. He's like, hey, stop by the table. I was like, man, I'm going. I gotta go. I want to work with Acaso. I really do. They're doing some cool stuff over there. They have a design coming out with American. Have you seen the American design they've got?
No, I don't think
It
so, at
looks
least.
good, man. It looks good. American and Acaso. It looks like a nice collab. But you know, it's that's just one of the places I want to stop by. But um, yeah, it's just the closest for me, makes the most sense, and just hoping I can pull it off. My girl wants to go too, and my boy Aaron, real. I think he's probably, I don't know if he left already, but he's down to go. So I don't know. We're gonna see how we do it. But my girl was like, yeah, I want to go too. But she checks out the knives. She's not really into them, but she does see some, and she's like, oh, I like that one, or things like that. So to some degree, she'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be that one. It won't be as crazy, so it'll be a little easier to, you know, move around and get around and stuff like that. One that I want to go to, man, is freaking SHOT Show, dude. I want to go to
Oh yeah,
SHOT Show so bad, dude,
yeah, I
but
heard that one's a good one too.
there's no way I will be able to make it to that one and Atlanta. There's just no way, you know. Uh, so it'd have to be one or the other. And I'd rather go to Blade Show, you know. Everyone I know, or all the people that I do know that go, you know, I'll know a lot more people,
Oh
which will
yeah,
make
yeah,
it
I got
a
you.
lot more fun. But
Oh,
SHOT
real.
Show would be a
We're gonna
close
try to make it
second for
happen.
sure. How
Yeah,
many
man, for real,
different
that's a big one.
Mike J, what up, buddy?
Uh,
There's a
West. Um, there's West
three.
Texas and Atlanta. I think West is in Utah. Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah. And then so there's like three, maybe four.
Maybe a
Um
fourth.
and
Um,
then and then you got some other bigger shows. Not quite like Atlanta Blade Show, but you have what is it, NYCKS or whatever the
oh
hell.
yeah. I don't know if that one's as
Um
big though. I think it's
n-
smaller but
yeah,
with more premium. You know, a lot of the big
yes.
names.
Yeah, it's a little smaller of a show. It's not near as big as like Atlanta, but
A lot of customs, right? Custom makers.
yeah, it's not quite as filled with all the extras, so to speak. It's like the bigger designers that go, you know. I forget where SHOT Show is, Jamie. I don't know if it moves around or if it's in the same spot. That's one thing I just looks like SHOT
Brian
Show
says
2020.
Vegas,
That sounds right.
or do they have? Maybe they have multiple. Like,
Let me look here. Yeah, if it was in Vegas, dude, that's on the other side of the country for me. I had a knife company or two. Oh yeah, and it comes up. It's in 9 days, 10 days. I'm not gonna make it to that. Uh, I would love to make it though. That would be.
oh
I guess
yeah,
that
man.
must be why they were asking me if I was going. Uh, I had a knife company or two ask me to go, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to go, but you know, unless you're gonna pay for me to go, I ain't gonna be able to go."
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, your channel's coming up, man. Congrats on the, what did you make, the 5 or 6K?
We hit 5K, dude.
Five.
5K.
Yeah, man. You're getting some dealers talking to you, and who is it? Who sent you TR? It was TRM that sent you something, right?
Yeah, they did, dude.
Very cool, man.
TRM sent something in. Kaiser sent something in.
Oh,
Kubi sent this in, the that new bluff. So yeah, I mean shit's going pretty good. Way better than I ever thought, you know, a year ago when I started or whatever, roughly a year ago. I never thought. I just wanted to try to hit 1,000 subs, when I first started. That was the idea,
well, that's awesome, man. I mean, you've been working at it, and you're doing what you can to improve your channel. You work at it all the time. I know you always. I remember when you were trying to upgrade your computer, you were lagging, and somebody had some stuff in the chat, and they were like helping you out with some ideas. And
Yeah.
you're doing a great job, man. Really cool to see your channel coming up.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, and then this morning, dude, early this morning, Dr. Prepper hit 1K.
Oh, very cool, man. Another one hit. That's cool.
So that's pretty sweet on that channel. Like officially hit 1K. I think it officially is at like 1,005. So finally hit that. Well, finally hit that 1K mark. That's one thing I've been trying to work on, is getting that channel up to that 1K.
Yeah,
But
well, definitely no lack of videos, man. You put out content as much as you can, huh?
yeah, the Dr. Prepper channel doesn't see quite as much uploads. I've really been pumping them into my time into GBall Vision.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I guess there was a
but
string there. There was a string that I saw at one moment where you were doing a lot of. I guess it's when you were building the channel, Dr. Prepper.
yeah, when I first started, and then to be honest with you, G-Ball Vision really suffered because of that. But I had to take one with the other,
Yeah.
But what that did do was this video is still climbing. It's about to hit 19K. This one's about to hit 15K. And then like the videos will get like maybe a couple hundred views, and then within like a couple days, for some reason it doesn't do that on G-Ball Vision. Usually it does once in a while, but it almost seems every video I'll post and then it'll get a couple hundred views, and then it kind of sits idle for a day, and then within like a few days it just starts shooting up, almost like it sits nowhere on the algorithm, and then the algorithm's like, oh, okay, we gotta remember to put this video in front of people or something. And then because I'll think, oh, the video didn't do shit, and then 4 days later I look at it and it hit 1,000 or whatever. So it's weird. It's different on that side of the spectrum opposed to the knives and EDC. Like knives and EDC, those videos tend to be like within 48 hours you're going to get a max view level, and then there'll be like a trickle, and then sometimes of course it can catch wind, later on, or
Yeah.
I've had shit that was out for a month or two all of a sudden just catch wind and shoot up. But that's a more rare occasion. Usually the video gets what it gets within a day or two, maybe 3, and then it starts to kind of level off. But the prepper preparedness type shit is a lot different for some reason, and I don't know exactly why that is yet.
Yeah, I think that happened with one of my videos too. It's a pouch one, and that one was kind of sitting there. I mean, I don't have numbers like you by any means, but it was like at, I don't know, 40 or 60, and then now I think it's like at 200, over just 200 views, not like 200,000. But yeah, that one I think kind of climbed in a way, and I see like the knife ones are just kind of sitting where they're at pretty much. But I haven't really reviewed anything new. Everything I'm getting, I'm just starting to build, and it's barely became a time right now where I'm able to check out new things. So some of the stuff is a little more affordable, like some discontinued stuff or some stuff that's been out for a while. It's on sale, but it's still fresh. I don't see a lot of videos. So I try to grab stuff that's appealing to me, that I don't see a lot of content on, and that I can afford. So there hasn't been anything like, oh, new release or anything like that yet. So, but still, it's fun. I'm getting to try new things. I'm excited, man. I really am. I have a couple of things I'm waiting to come in. Uh, One thing is a discontinued thing, and the other ones are just something like I have a list. You build that list when you first get into EDC. I want to try this one. I want to try that one. And it got put on pause with the Clydesdale. I didn't get anything for a stretch. The last thing I got was the Growler in February, and then the Clydesdale. I started working towards that. So then I got the Clydesdales, and everything was going towards that. And then now it's come to a point where I'm like, okay, now I can try this, I can try that, but it's still again building, because I'm picking up pretty much where I left off. Where I was just getting into wanting to try new things. Everything I was trying I was barely getting into pricier stuff like the small Arian, the Thai small Arian. That was my priciest one at the time, and everything before that was probably like 60, 40, 80. And then so now I've brought in a few more things, and just picking up where I left off. So hopefully it gets more interesting for people, and as I go. But the channel isn't my main focus. I mean, as far as content goes, my main focus is like, getting to know people getting to know me, chilling with everybody, updates, and just having a good time doing the CAD when I can, just showing new things and that I learn in CAD, or if somebody has a question. They don't come up often, but it's a good time to hang out. And I'm not good in the chat room, man. I'm not good at, a lot of the times when I'm chilling in somebody's live stream, I'll chat here and there. Sometimes I have less time to chat, but I'm almost always lurking. But I'm not really good in the chat, so I'm better like this. This is how I'm better. This is how I communicate better. So that's my time to do it, and it's been really fun, man, with the channel. And I'm just seeing right now that it's 2:03.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say we can hop off, man. My woman she had to go to the hospital to see her gram. She's not doing well, so my kids are inside running around. Who knows what they're doing? They could be burning the house down for all.
Oh man, I hope not. You smell smoke?
No, not yet, luckily. So, but yeah, that's kind of perfect timing. If I can get, I was gonna say, if I can get some stuff settled down inside with them and get them situated, I'll try to hop on your live for a little bit or something. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, sounds good. Sorry to hear about your girl's grandma, man. It sucks.
Yeah, she's thanks, dude. Yeah, it's she I forget exact. She had like a stroke, and she's not doing well. A couple days ago she had a stroke, and she's just not doing so good.
Well, all the thoughts, man. All the thoughts,
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
This kind of worked out perfect though, because we didn't really, nobody probably really noticed, but we didn't really run an episode of Going Off the Deep End. I just kind of scratched that.
My bad,
but,
man.
No, that's good though. We did kind of what I thought maybe we would do anyway, was talk about your designs and that side of things. But that's good though, because that leaves it open. Now we could do one, pre-record one and do just a normal one here at some point.
Cool.
So
yeah,
that worked out good.
Sweet, man.
That worked out good. All right, dude. So
dude.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man. Thanks for coming on. This was fun, dude.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. But yeah, just let me know when if you want to come on, if you have time, just let me know. I'll send you the link.
All right, sounds good, dude.
All right, man. You take it easy.
Later, buddy.
I'll check you later. Peace.
Yep.
Later, everyone.
All right, brothers. That was fun. Shout out to Loot for coming on and chilling. Anyone who comes and watches after, love you guys. Love all you guys that are here. Go over to Loot's channel and check his live stream out. And I will hopefully come over and I'll be in the chat for sure. And then if I can make sure the kids ain't burning everything down, I'll hop in on Loot's stream as well. So we'll just see what happens. But thank you guys. Love you guys. And if I don't see you in Loot's, I'll see you guys on maybe Monday. Or some other time. We'll see. But love you guys. Be safe. All that jazz. Whatever. You know, something like that. I'm not good with goodbyes.